Hello everyone, this is part 2 and in this video we're gonna talk about how you can interpret chest x-rays. We will discuss interpretation, but before that I'll share you basic anatomy. We will discuss anatomy and I'll compare this anatomy with x-ray film so that you can understand it in a better way. I am telling you here a short key. It's not perfect but it's easy to remember. You can see here a short key A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Here A for airways, B for bones, C for cardiac shadow and mediastinum, D for diaphragm, E for effusion, F for field, basically lung fields, and G for gastric bubble. At the end you can see LTD, L for line, T for tubes, and D for devices. Starts from A and A for airways. Look at this picture. Here you can see three anatomical structures: trachea, right main bronchus, left main bronchus, and bifurcation point carina. Carina is the basically point where trachea divide into right and left main bronchus. Let's see this structure in X-ray film. So here this is trachea, this is right main bronchus, this is left main bronchus, and you can also see here bifurcation point carina. B for bones. In this picture you can see ribs, clavicle, vertebral column and sternum. But you cannot see sternum on PA view because it's secured by soft tissues. Let's see at X-ray film. Here you can see this is clavicle and these are ribs. This is posterior rib and this is anterior rib. And here vertebral body. C for cardiac shadow. First, look at anatomy of mediastinum area. It's area between the lungs. Here you can see major vessels and heart. So here this is aortic arch, ascending aorta, aortopulmonary window, right pulmonary artery, left pulmonary artery, left atrium, right atrium, and left ventricle. Let's see these structures on X-ray film. So here this is aortic arch, this is ascending aorta, aortopulmonary window. It's difficult to realize on X-ray film. Right pulmonary artery, left pulmonary artery, left atrium, right atrium, and left ventricle. D for diaphragm. You can see here right and left hemidiaphragms, and it's normal that right hemidiaphragm is higher than left one due to presence of liver. You can also see labeled area here. This is called costophrenic angle. E for effusion. Basically you will assess pleura in this step to see problems related to pleura such as pneumothorax, hemothorax, and pleural effusion. Pneumothorax is presence of gas or air in pleural cavity. Hemothorax, accumulation of blood within the pleural cavity, and pleural effusion is basically presence of excess fluid in pleural cavity. F for fields such as lung fields. In this picture you can see lobes of lung. Right lung has three lobes, superior, middle, and inferior, divided by oblique and horizontal fissure. On the other hand, left lung has two lobes, superior and inferior, divided by oblique fissure. Now I'll tell you about lung fissures. Lung fissures are double fold of visceral pleura that either completely or incompletely invaginate lung parenchyma to form the lung lobes. In this film you can see this is horizontal fissure. You can see it commonly on PA view, but other fissures such as oblique fissure are difficult to see on X-ray film. And D for gastric bubble. The gastric bubble is a radiolucent rounded area, generally nestled under the left hemidiaphragm, representing gas in the fundus of stomach. Initially, I told you a short key. With the help of this key, we will learn interpretation step by step in next parts. Hopefully you like my video. Don't forget to share, like and comment, and kindly subscribe my channel. Thank you.